What's up, guys? If you don't know, the IRS stands for the Internal Revenue Service, to make sure that the government gets money so they can do things like bomb innocent civilians in other countries, pave our roadways, fund our schools, etc. Now, over the last couple months, I've been tasked to prove to the IRS that I'm not a liar. This is the second time I've had to do this. The first time, they concluded that my divorce in 2010 that bled over to 2011 was not a business expense, despite the fact that the entire divorce was centered on getting money from my business. Okay, now more recently, I gave the IRS over $100,000, and they still concluded that it is likely that I am a liar, likely enough to audit me at least. So far, I've supplied about 16 hours worth of my time and these folders worth of documents. I'm talking about all my credit card statements, all my bank account statements, all my Amazon statements, all my PayPal statements. The list goes on and on as far as documentation I've supplied them. But even still, they persist. They recently asked that I leave my house, so a representative of TaxAudit.com can show the IRS around my entire house, proving that at least 50% of the house is used for business. And I responded to them with the suggestion that I just show them a video tour, so I don't have to physically leave my house and take my family out with it, thus saving them their precious time, which they could no doubt bill the government for, and the gas money they no doubt could deduct off their taxes. So to the IRS, this is my green screen room where I record many of my videos. As you can see, this is an entirely green wall, just like I told you. Here's some of the things I purchased with my money, which I later deducted off my taxes. This is a $6,000 computer. There's a $3,000 camera, a computer monitor. This is a tripod. Where's the camera? Well, I'm holding it, and this camera cost over $2,000, which again, I deducted off my taxes. Here's a video monitor, the mouse and voice modifier, more expensive LED lighting equipment. I deducted that. I deducted that. I didn't deduct the mirror you see there, but obviously I'm using it for business expenses. We'll call that one a freebie. Then there's another computer, which cost me about $4,000. PlayStation 4, which I use for my gaming channel. Not sure if I deducted that. Other games I've used for my gaming channel. Pretty sure I deducted some of them, but not all of them. A PlayStation 3, but also going to be using it for my gaming channel. I didn't deduct these trash cans. Probably should have. Oops. PlayStation 1, to be determined. This chair, deducted. So that room in this hallway is this section of the house. Obviously 100% business. Then you have this room, which has been used for video recording, but also clearly has a personal application. That room is in this section of the house. Here's a hallway leading up to this room. And yes, this room has been used for recording, although despite its appearances, it's been used more by people who collaborate in my videos than actual people who live in this house. So while I didn't deduct this room off my taxes, it has literally been used more for business than personal uses. That is, again, this section of the house. This bathroom has been used more to shower video collaborators than anyone else, as again, video collaborators have primarily slept here and also here. Jacqueline Glynn, Make Me Bad 35, Hey Nadine, Vincent Sear, Social Repose. They and other people I've made video collaborations with have all used these rooms collectively to sleep in. Meanwhile, again, my own offspring are too young to sleep in these beds, so they sleep downstairs. We are currently in this room. It is where LaineyBot records a lot of their videos. While the bathroom has been in videos, not something we consider heavily business. Same with the shower. Meanwhile, the closet has been used quite a few times for videos, and that is located here. Now we're going downstairs. I've used these in videos as well. Here is another guest room both family and collaborators have stayed in. It is at this section of the house. It's also been used for recording videos. I've taken so many selfies for Instagram in here, but I'm not sure if that qualifies as business. I've done numerous scenes for my videos at the front door. This is obviously an office that I've used many times to edit videos. It is at this section of the house. Here's a laundry room, and I'm sure I've used it for videos, but let's face it, this is definitely primarily personal. I've also used this pantry in videos, but again, primarily a personal expense. I've used this kitchen many times in videos I've made on YouTube, but again, probably primarily a personal expense. Same goes with the dining room. Logically, primarily a personal expense, despite how many videos I've made at this table. Hey, to the IRS, technically my dog is an actor in many of my videos. Can I count him off? And there's my guinea pigs.
Oh, me? Oh, no, just ignore me. Hey, Dubs.
What's up, bro?
Dubs won't pay attention to me.
Here we have yet another editing station in the house. It's primarily for my spouse, who's a full-time mom, but also manages to get videos up on their channel, LaineyBot. The front room has also been used for numerous YouTube videos, and the playroom, as seen here, has been used for YouTube videos as well, and was also formerly a green screen room. Going down the stairs again, which again, I have used for multiple videos. Now in this room right here, you see yet another editing/workstation. That is my closet where I keep all my clothes, but this is also an area for personal sleeping. Then there's this bathroom right here, which my audience knows very well I've used for multiple videos. Specifically, this shower. Oh my gosh, the work we've gotten done here. Now we have yet another editing workstation for making videos and doing business. And many of you might recognize this area. It has been used in many LaineyBot videos. So we have a workspace that's been used in at least 10 videos, as well as the bed we sleep in, which has also been used in multiple videos. In fact, I think I've played pool on this pool table about 5 total times since I moved here years ago. And yet this pool table has been used in multiple videos. Meanwhile, I still didn't deduct the expense. So we just covered the entire top floor, the entire main floor, and the entire basement. But there's more. This is one of 2 garages. I store my costumes there. I also store many of my costumes there. This is the $30,000 backup battery supply that I have connected directly to the extremely expensive solar panels that are on my roof. And yes, you can see those reflected on my taxes. The freezer and refrigerator, however, I did not deduct because obviously it's primarily personal. Okay, here's the second garage. This vehicle I primarily use for personal, but it has also been used in videos. Obviously, we have more costume storage here. As you can see, it also stores the boxes to a lot of my business equipment because the credit card statements and bank statements weren't enough to you to prove that I'm actually spending this money on business. We'll go ahead and continue to prove that I'm not a fraud, like you're obviously implying that I am. Now, here's where things start to get a little sad. I have to sell this business car. Why am I selling this car that I use to transport collaborators to my house, as well as to go to and fro from my recording set? Well, it's because recently my salary got cut in half multiple times, so I have to sell the recording set, and I also need to sell this car. Oh look, even more lighting equipment, which again, you can see reflected on my taxes. Meanwhile, I am not even done yet. The entire front of my house has been used multiple times in videos. The riding lawnmower has been in videos, but of course I didn't claim it as a sole business expense. I've used the inside of the shed to record videos. I've used the outside of the shed to record videos. Even the roof I have used to record videos. I've used those for videos before. I've used that area for videos before, and also that area for videos before, and also that area for videos before. I've also used this area for videos before, and this area for videos before, and that area for videos before. Even the playset I've used for videos before. This area has no doubt been used for business purposes before, and there is 1/2 of the most energy efficient house heating and cooling system I could find, so there was at least a deduction in the energy efficiency factor. Let's also not forget the separate building out here, which has been used as a guest house for former collaborators. It's also been used as a green screen room, a white screen room, and will continue to be used as a set for video sketches. But at this exact moment, it's being used as a guest house for my spouse's sister, who we made an arrangement with months ago to work for us while she was taking a break from college. Also, super sad story, we had to cut her pay almost in half, thanks again to my monumental payment reduction over the last few months. In fact, quite frankly, we can't exactly afford her, but we had already agreed to hiring her before we suffered the massive pay loss. And again, this massive pay loss occurred from March of 2017 to present. So again, that financial hardship has nothing to do with taxes filed in the previous years. And here's a beautiful shot of some flowers. Look at the bees just sucking the nectar out of the flowers. Maybe our entire civilization won't be wiped out soon. They seem to be alive and well right now. Regardless, the representative of TaxAudit.com asked me about 13 questions this morning, requesting I supply even more documentation than I already have, which again is a lot. So I'm gonna go and upload this video now and get back to proving to the government I'm not a liar. All the while I could be doing my job, which I haven't been doing 50% of my waking hours, more like 70 to 99% of my waking hours. Quick question to the IRS, do I get a tax deduction for having almost no life whatsoever because I'm constantly working? Just a question. What do you think? Does this seem like 50% or more?